listeners, this is the day that the Most High has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Let's take a deep breath. Hallelujah. I hope you've been having a great life. Hallelujah. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. We're going to jump into Psalms 56, written by our great grandfather, King David, who embodied so many light codes, that he had one of the greatest relationships with our heavenly Shamayim Abba, Father, the Most High, the great I Am, or however you all refer to the great I Am in your own vicinity, truly. I'm very grateful to be here. I know that things are changing around the earth, and we do need to understand the deciphering of separatism, that the world is one place of an energetic field that has all kind of electromagnetic fields there that are at a lower vibrational frequency. So that's where you will hear about dismay, thievery, prostitution, things like that, things of a negative connotation associated with the world. And the earth is bountiful, and the other side of this is that there's light when you come out of the world, because the world is full of dark codes and deception. So when you come out of the world, you're being reawakened to your divinity, your birthright, because you are made of light, and that's what is trying to be destroyed on the earth. Anyone who carries light, anyone who's in a higher vibration, it's called the Luciferian Revolution. So I just want to give that to you guys right off the top, because it's so important that you all practice the frequency of gratitude and thankfulness. It's important that you know the true names of your heavenly Shamayim Abba, the Most High. It's important that you know the true name of our Redeemer, the best that ever did it, YAHUSHA HaMashiach, who they gave all kind of different names. And most of the world operates their conglomerate of living in that frequency field, which exists in the world. So there's a lot to decipher here. I'm not going to do it all on Psalms 56. I will come through with some different editorials to break all this stuff down. I might even start showing myself, because I realize that visibility of face is important to those that are kind of connected more to the 3D world than they are to the 5D and above 7D, 12D, 8D, and ascension. So we're just gonna patiently move further up into ascension together, step by step. But know that this is the journey of you getting back to your true self. And there's a lot of energy, electromagnetic fields that are lower than you, that do not want you to come to this realization of your birthright, which is light. Hallelujah. With that being said, we're going to jump into Psalms 56. Thank you, listeners, for being here. Like I said, I hope you've been finding these editorials very helpful, healing, and an eye-opener for you, so that you can have a better life, you know. And that's what all of this is about. Somebody's got to lead to the light. And so I'm going to jump right in here. Psalms 56. To the chief singer, on silent dove from afar, a poem of David. When the Pelishites took him in Gath. Show me favor, O Elohim, for man would swallow me up. Fighting all day long, he oppresses me. My enemies would swallow me up all day long, for many are fighting against me, O Most High. In the day I am afraid. I trust in you. In Elohim, whose word I praise. In Elohim I have trusted. I do not fear. What could flesh do to me? All day long they twist my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They stir up strife. They hide. They watch my steps. As they lie in wait for my life. Because of wickedness, cast them out. Put down the peoples in displeasure, O Elohim. You have counted my wanderings. You put my tears into your pitcher. Are they not in your book? My enemies turn back in the day I call. This I know, because Elohim is for me. In Elohim, whose word I praise. In Yahweh, whose word I praise. In Elohim I have trusted. I do not fear. What could man do to me? On me, O Elohim, are your vows. I render praises to you. For you have delivered my life from death, my feet from stumbling, that I might walk before Elohim in the light of the living. Hallelujah. All the praise to the Most High, all our gratitude and thankfulness to King Dawid, our great-grandfather, one of the greatest kings of light, Merkabah, light body activation codes, for writing these books. I don't know, the things that you all do, did you know that they could become everlasting and become a light bearer to generations upon generations? I didn't know that. I know it now. So it's important that you ascend and practice the frequency of self-love. Let your no be no and let your yes be yes. Stay in your spirit of light. What's good for you? What's going to make you smile? What's going to be happiness for you? That's positive. As I read through this, I understand that our great-grandfather King Dawid was being attacked by dark forces here, which we all have experienced through our lives, through the cycles of our lives. It's important to embody light. I don't know how to really just keep abbreviating that, accentuating that. In fact, to be positive, do what's right for you, what's positive for you, because you are being a maiden to light. You know, the sun brings so much light. And it's interesting that archaeologists and scientists will speak to you about the temperature of the sun, the sacred geometry of the sun, the diameter of the sun, the heat, and whatnot. But as I understand it, the sun is so bright, full of light, that if you get close to it, you'll die. And even you could take this as simple as going out to get a tan at the beach or on your roof deck or in your yard. If you're out there too long and you're at a great distance from the sun, you'll burn. It'll burn the flesh. So how is it possible that any scientist, any NASA program could ever get so close to the sun with any of their devices, any of their metal, any device that they have used to truly determine the temperature and the radiation and the rays of energy, electromagnetic fields around the sun? It's impossible. So basically, I'm saying that what they've been telling us about the sun itself is a lie, among all kinds of things. But these are the dark codes that are imitations of light codes that exist in a false reality, which now I'm understanding is a conglomerate frequency that exists in the world. So there's two places here energetically. You could either be in the light, knowing the truth, the beauty, justice, happiness, joy, enlightenment, positive energy and truth. I really want to express that. But then in the world, you have illusions. You have all of Satan's devices to dethrone any light codes to keep you under a misunderstanding of reality. I like to call it the glitch. They like to glitch out the matrix. And I'll get into these other breakdowns on another editorial. But this is Psalms 56. You're never alone. And I want you to understand, I want you to go back through these sentences and listen to them, and even pull out your own script or Bible that you have and go through these things, because there's tons of attacks of dark energy coming at our great-grandfather King Dawid. And yet he still was the light bearer, the Merkabah, the light body. He still was defeating the Luciferian revolution, which is to take away all light, and destroy the light body, which is your birthright. So if they're trying to destroy your light body, then that means they would be trying to destroy you, whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you light. And this is something to be very mindful of. And that is, comes across any family, relationships, jobs, environments, your life. Your entire life needs to be focused on igniting more light within thyself. And I'll leave it there. Thank you, listeners, for being here. I appreciate you so much. It is such intriguing, exciting, soulful journey for me to be on this path and take the light codes from music, from art, from all that is bestowed from the Most High upon the earth, and transmute all negative energy into light codes so that we all can progress, ascend, and heal in the truth of who we are and what we are and our mission here, and our ancestors that are truly beloved, and repenting not only for our own sins and misunderstandings and lack of wisdom and knowledge, but our beloved ancestors as well. So I do want you to understand that this is bigger than just you and I, but we're serving light. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here. This is Primordial Goddess coming at you. I want to give a shout out to the Empress, Kimberly Thompson, for supporting the audio and video content here. You guys can check her out at her own channel on Ktmusicproductions here on YT. And you all can subscribe to the Primordial Goddess podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts and Google Podcasts, and walk the earth with this type of wisdom and light codes. It is a great BARÁK blessing to be in this position to bestow these messages and not work for myself, but do the work of my Father, the Most High, and my chosen beloved ancestors and ascended masters that are increasingly allowing this critical wisdom and knowledge to be bestowed upon those that are chosen, and to transmute any dark energy that you may have or that may be sent to you into light. I bid you adieu as Primordial Goddess. Be well. Love yourself, because you are so wonderful and you are loved unconditionally. In the name of the Most High and in the name of YAHUSHA HaMashiach, Shalom.